Now we are gonna move on to some loaded shoulder cars. So some light load. You're gonna be working when you do this one a little bit more than you would be if you're just doing body weight. Now I do find that when people start adding a little bit of weight, they tend to get really sloppy. So I want you guys to try and keep this a little bit more honest as you go through it, especially if you lack control kind of in and around this range of motion. A lot of times what we're gonna see happen is that the chest is gonna start to wanna rotate with you when you bring that arm around, especially if you're carrying a little bit of load. So I'm gonna keep you a little bit more honest, and we're gonna give our stick another purpose. So what I'm gonna have you do is just take that stick and place it right on your sternum, okay? You're gonna hold it there with your left hand. I don't want you spearing yourself in the chest here. You don't need a ton of force applied. You're not trying to push it into your chest. I want it there for tactile feedback, such that as soon as your chest starts to move, you feel a change in pressure on that stick on your sternum, and then you catch yourself and you go, oh, okay, I'm cheating. I'm using my thoracic spine instead of my shoulder. That's all it's for, so don't like pound yourself in the chest with this thing. Grab your weight. We're gonna start our cars a little bit higher up on this one. So you're gonna be working the whole time. Your arm gets a little bit of a break as it comes down here, and especially down in this position. Now I'm not really working to hold that weight up very much. We're actually, again, and this stick kind of forces us to, gonna cut out this bottom range of our car on this set. You're gonna start with your arm a little bit higher up. So we're gonna start just above the height of the stick so that we don't run into it and then get blocked by it on the way up. And so we can maintain that pressure on our chest, but also maintain the work through our arm, which is now gonna be hard after we just did what we did. Okay, here we go. So you've got your weight. We're gonna start a little bit above the stick. We're gonna come across midline. You're gonna use that pec tissue to pull that arm across. Your arm's gonna come up by your ear. Now do not let that pressure change on the stick. Don't let your don't let your rib cage rotate off to the side here. You're gonna spin your arm inwards. You're gonna keep that pressure on the stick constant the entire time so that your thoracic spine does not get to contribute. You're gonna go straight back into extension as far as you can. You're gonna rotate back the other way, and you're gonna follow back through here. Same thing, trying to make sure that you don't change your rib cage position or your spine position if you can help it. Now we're gonna come back down. Uh-oh, we found the stick. That means we come right back up into our second reps. Your arm is going to be a little bit tired here. I know mine is. Spiral that arm inwards, bring it down into your hip, then reverse right back into extension. That bottom piece is like the closest thing that you're gonna get to a break in this set here. Coming back across, palm up, across midline as far as you can. Find the stick, and then right back into your third and final rep. Do not let your sternum go along for the ride. Be mindful of what you're feeling on that stick. Try not to let that pressure change. Bring that hand down into your side hip. Reverse, you're almost there, straight back into extension, unwind through external rotation, come back through, overhead, control it as you come back across, don't let it fall, try and decelerate the whole way, and then you can come back down and across into your side. So you can see how those two things make that set significantly harder, like my shoulder is burning after that. However, we do need to challenge you a little bit and challenge the tissue a little bit to start to build up some capacity, build up some resilience in that shoulder.